So I did a thing, and this is my new baby. Haven't figured out what I'm gonna call her yet. But it's a Chevrolet Blazer, 2019. I'm gonna show you what I do to clean. I know it's a new car, but I do clean. And because it is a new car, I know they've used chemicals in here. And for me, I don't use chemicals, not harmful chemicals. So I have this. And you just seen me make it, so. Now I'm just gonna spray down and clean. So I use it even in the car. So like I said, this can clean any surface, whether it's in your home or outside of your home. But a vehicle is part of my home. So I'm going to use my plant-based cleaner that is Thieves household cleaner with essential oils and the dish soap with some water, and it will clean any surface. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's like dust up there. And it's great for windows as well. So right now the window is dirty, and you can actually see a spot back here on the window because my son likes to touch things. And that's a little Spider-Man car seat. But I'm gonna clean the windows as well, so hold on tight. So I wanted to show you what I use in my car instead of chemicals. So I'm gonna give you a scenario of this or that. So for the first one, instead of using, like, I know people still have these in their cars, but just a hand sanitizer. This, I don't know where it even came from. I think it came from maybe open house, or when we do like parade of homes, and we look at homes. I think that's where this came from, but I never used it. I wanted to use it for a scenario like this. So instead of using just any kind of hand sanitizer, this does have alcohol in it, and it also says inactive ingredients. The first word that it says is fragrance. Fragrance, anytime you see the word fragrance in anything you're using, that's just another word to say hidden chemicals. You don't know what chemicals they're using to make that fragrance, and you're putting it on your body. So anytime you see fragrance, be cautious, because it could just be multiple chemicals to make up that fragrance. And then it has some other things that I cannot even pronounce. But instead of using this, you can use this, which is Thieves. So Thieves household cleaner, I used in the spray bottle, which I still have right here. So this is what I cleaned with. But Thieves also has a hand sanitizer. So this one, it says with peppermint oil and moisturizing aloe. It's waterless, and it says help reduce bacteria on skin, recommended for repeated use. It says keep away from fires, sparks, and sources of ignition. Keep out of eyes. In case of eye contact, flush with thorough water. Avoid contact with broken skin. Effective at eliminating 99.99% of many common harmful germs and bacteria. It does have alcohol in it, 65%. This one has 62%, so this one's a little higher. I think that's all you can. I don't think it has a part. Sometimes if you peel the label, there's something on the backside, and there is. I can see it. I can't get it off though. I don't have nails. Oh, barely. I want to read this to you. What's actually in it. And I can definitely see there's some, it will tell you the ingredients. I just can't see that part because I don't have nails like that. We'll come back. All right, so this is the Thieves hand sanitizer, and then instead of using this, I use this, and it works wonderful. I love using the Thieves hand sanitizer. It smells wonderful, and it does come in a bigger bottle. That way you can refill these and keep these on the go. So when I'm in the car, this is what I have. But I also have, instead of this, which is something I used to use from Bath and Body Works. My job had a bunch of like body lotions that they were just giving out for Christmas time. So I took a few for my kitchen staff and myself, and this is before Young Living. But then I started realizing what was in products that are not so great. And again, fragrance. This doesn't even have the listed ingredients, so that's a big sign of like what's in here. And if you're like having sensitive skin or anything like that, you want to be cautious on what you're using. So instead of using this, I like to use something more natural with ingredients that I can read. This doesn't even have the listed ingredients on it. I got this from my job, and they were giving out like free body lotions, and I was using it as a hand lotion in my car when my hands are just dry or ashy. And it smelled good. So Coastal Citrus is what it's called. It's from Bath and Body Works. There's no ingredients listed on it, so you don't even know what's in here. But I know anytime you have chemicals or a fragrance in something, it's hidden chemicals. You don't know what chemicals are making up that scent, and it's not great for you, especially if you have like sensitive skin, which I do, eczema, or if you have like asthma or anything like that. But using this is just not so great. So I've had this for quite some time, and I stopped using it, but I've been saving it for this kind of video. So instead of using that, I use this is called Simplified by Jacob and Kate, and it's the Tropical Tango. It's a 1 ounce bottle of hand cream, It smells wonderful. It smells just like the oil. So if you're into seasonal oils or scents, like scented candles or anything like that, there is a seasonal collection that you can get by Jacob and Kate Simplified, and it comes with 3 oils. If you've been following me, you'll see them. Each season comes out with a different scent, but this is the summer collection. So we have the Tropical Tango, and it smells wonderful, and I like to keep it in my car. All you do is just apply a small amount. There's some dry, still use it though. Small amount, as you see, and just rub it in your hand, and it smells good. I wish you could be here to smell it, because it smells wonderful. And then I'm just saying hi to the neighbors. I hope he doesn't come over here. But also what I like to keep in my car is the chapstick. So it also came with the chapstick. It's the Tropical Tango, and it smells just like the oil and the hand lotion. And I should have took that dry piece off instead of trying to rub it in my skin, because it didn't rub in. But as you see, my hands are not ashy. But that is for that. I also have a car diffuser. So if you've been following along, I have one of these at work, and I have it in my office, and it just keeps the office smelling good. Especially if there's any kind of sickness, or if I just need brain support, I will use some of my oils and the water and have the diffuser to go. But I'll show you how I do it real quick. There are some settings, 2 buttons, it plugs in, and my car, because this is a newer car, I have that little outlet where it will work. So I'll show you, and I'll turn you around real quick. So as you see, so the diffuser is here. It's plugged up right in the back, and it has this little charge cord, and it just plugs in. If you don't have a newer car, you can use a cigarette lighter and just plug it in that way, and it does work. My other car did have that. So I'll show you how this works. So we are just going to take the lid off. It does have an inside lid, so it doesn't like splash and spill everywhere. There is a fill line in here, and it's a red dot. So you see the red dot in there? That is the fill line. You don't want to overflow your diffuser, because if you do, your diffuser will not work properly. I like to pour my water first, and all we do is just fill up to that fill line. The one thing with a car diffuser is you have to change the water anytime you use it. So if you have it sitting, like if you didn't use all the water and then you come back tomorrow and try to use it, I noticed the water is like stagnant and it does not smell so good. So just changing out the water and the oil, if you don't use it in one like car ride, just change it out. If you don't like the smell of what you're smelling, just change it out. But I had noticed, like after a day, it starts to smell stagnant, like it's just old water. So I changed it out. But the oil I'm going to use is Stress Away. And this is a good one because when you're on the go, driving in rush hour or anything like that, Stress Away is going to help keep that stress away. So what I like to do is just add 2 to 3 drops. A little bit goes a long way. And you don't need a lot because it's the car. Like, if you like it to be very strong smelling, then be my guest, add more, but 3 drops should be enough to keep your car smelling nice and fresh. And I do have other oils, and I'll show you that in just a second, but I just put the lid back on. It turns so it doesn't spill. And then we just put the outer case, and this is all plastic. Has like a marble effect to it. And then we just turn it on. And I'll turn the air off so you can see it. But that is the car diffuser. It does change colors. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it is orange, and it will look better at night. But it also turns purple, or you can have no light, or just a white light. So it turns 3 different colors or no light. And you can set it, so it can go, I want to say up to 6 hours. But this will get your car smelling fresh. So instead of using one of these, which I have not used in so long, probably right before I started using Young Living, I stopped using these because they're filled with what? Chemicals. So we can look on the back side and see what it says. So it says, it doesn't even tell you. Yeah, it does not tell you. It just says little tree. And I know a lot of people love to use these, but these are not. And I was one of those people. I did use these. I did. But I've had this for so long. I wish there was like an expiration date, and you would be able to tell, like, I've had this for probably at least 2 years. But there's no expiration date on it. And it doesn't list the ingredients. So I'm pretty sure it's chemical based. And if you have asthma or anything like that, it's definitely going to mess with your asthma without you even realizing it. So it's not even open, and I won't use it. I'll eventually throw it away, but I like to use it as an example. Instead of using this, you can use a car diffuser, which is plant-based oils, water, and it's just dispersing the scent into the air. And it smells really good. So I do have a bunch of oils in my car. That was like the first thing that I put in here was oils, because I'm all about it. And this is my lifestyle, and I want to share it with you. So if you're watching this, you are my people, and you can do this too. So those are all my oils. I even have a CBD oil in here. It's a base, so you can rub it on your skin, and it's called a muscle rub, and it's great for like any kind of pain or just achy bones, joints. CBD, and it's from Young Living. Does not have THC in it. It's infused with essential oils, which is a little better and helps you with your health and whatever kind of issue you're going through. It can definitely help you. There are different milligrams with it, so you can get it stronger or less strong. But I have quite a few oils in here. Some are for sickness, like RC, which is for respiratory care. We got Transformation, which is like a tree oil smell. We got Nutmeg, which is so wonderful for a lot of things. Clove. We got Cinnamon Bark. I even have a roller in here. So this is like a roller for when you're like need some help with sickness. I'll roll it on my back of my neck, on my chest, on my neck, on the spine as much as I can, and it just helps with wellness, like just keeping that sickness away. There is also this one, Kid Power. So when I take my son to school, I like to give him a few little drops of oil, and it just helps with keeping him steady and gives him that courage that he would need for the day. And it works. Like, these oils work. And if you're watching this, I'm talking to you. You need to get you some oils, because you can do the same thing without chemicals, because my home is a toxic free zone, so I don't try to bring in more chemicals that will disturb my like health and wellness. I want to stay healthy, and I can do that with these products that are plant-based, because there's no harmful chemicals. It's plant-based. They have a seed to seal promise where they're not going to use anything harmful to your body and your health and wellness. They won't even use farms that use pesticides. Like, they are like the #1 company when it comes to using plant-based products. So if you want to learn more, this is where you should be. But that is what I use in my car. I do need to go vacuum it, so I will go get a car wash. That is for one of my staff members' uniforms. But that is all I got. I'll show you the car once it's all clean and vacuumed out. So this is the inside of the car. Got my diffuser blowing. Got my chapsticks and my my hand cream or lotion. This is a crystal. It brings good wealth and fortune, and you have to recharge it in the sun, so I left it in the car so it will always be charged. I got my hand sanitizer here, and now I just need a vacuum. In the back seats, we are all good to go. And as you see, the window is all clean from that mark that my son put on the window. And I'll try to give you a different angle of it so you can tell, like, there's no marks. And it does clean glass, and it does a pretty good job, so I'm satisfied with it, and I'm sure you would be too. So try it out, click that link, and start your order today. One last trick is I like to keep my umbrella on the side of my door, right at the foot. So I don't know if a lot of people do this or put it behind their seat, but this is like the perfect spot, as it's like tucked right there. So when I get out, if it's snowing or raining, I can just pull the umbrella right there, and I have one on the other side for the passenger, which is usually my husband. maybe after the car wash. Gotta get some more spray for the wheels. We got the diffuser going. I got all my essentials. I got my Thieves hand sanitizer. This roller is for anxiety. Today was the first day of school. We got Sir Ailes Kid Power, so it just gives him the confidence and courage he would need. On a daily, we got our wellness roller. If you watch my live, or not live, but my video, I made that. And then we wipe down the car. So it's all clean with the Thieves household cleaner, and it's plant-based. And right now we're diffusing Peace and Calm. And I have my oils in the glove compartment. This is the one we're diffusing right now. Peace and Calm. It smells lovely in here. We got our chapsticks, our hand lotion. Back seat. We got Sir Ailes' car seat with his toys. It's all wiped down. But that's my lovely little beauty. Still haven't found a name for her just yet, but we'll figure that out. I almost want to call her Ruby. And I know she ain't red. But what do you guys think this color is? Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's like a bluish gray. They say it's gray. Let me get closer to it. But to me, when you get close, it gets like a grayish green, blue. But this is why I want to call it Ruby, is because there is red on the inside. So the stitching, even the seat, is red. In the back seat, it's red as well. So that's why I was thinking about calling her Ruby. I think Ruby fits her well, so I think that's what we'll call her, Ruby. Look at Ruby, looking all clean. Oh, that's all I got. It does a lot too. Everything is like push buttons. Like this is push to start. There is no ignition, so there's no key. You literally push to start. There is a camera to reverse and see. There's sensors all around it, so it tells me if I'm going to hit something or something's gonna hit me. I don't know if you heard the beep, but as you get closer, it will beep. But we're just gonna park it in the garage now. And yes, the car diffuser does change colors. Turns orange, purple, no light, or white light. And it has that marble looking effect, so it looks pretty cool. But this is perfect for also a small office, so if you would like your office to smell wonderful or a small room, you can always plug up a car diffuser into your small room and it will make the room smell lovely. I love my car diffuser. This doesn't really last very long. I would say up to an hour or two at the longest. And it fits right in the cup holder, so it works.